Hello. I'd like to start by saying that I am a TCG veteran and I've been playing in the OCG for primarily 6 years in Osaka and Kyoto, Japan. My limited experience is going to be playing mostly local tournaments in those specific areas. Like what most people say, the last few ban lists here felt like nothing. There hasn't been a list in so long that seriously changed the game or made me go, wow! With Catapult Turtle, I've never had to face the wrath of it, but I know that a lot of people have been experiencing first turn kills with it. Kaiser Coliseum is going away, and that's going to be pretty nice. While it hasn't been an issue here until recently, I do hate cards that say, when I am played, you can't do something. And Kaiser Coliseum is one of those cards. I didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! When Plush Fire was a thing, but I'm sure it's coming back. It's going to be fine. And from what I've heard, that even without the errata, probably would have been okay. Kieran, I was very surprised that it didn't come back sooner. I was thinking of making the Magic Spectre deck when the first new support was announced. You know, having all the main deck monsters be immune to targeting and destruction was very good, but I ended up not making it. It just seems like the deck is honestly kind of too fair. Now to the spicy and controversial stuff. So as most people know, no one's playing more than one copy of Beatrice or SP, except Farfa. Frankly, the reason that they're doing this is to put attention on it. If the usage doesn't change by the next list, we can expect them to be banned. Personally, I don't have a vendetta against Beatrice, but fellow OCG YouTuber Sunny seems to. Most of my decks use the graveyard as a second hand, so I'm biased regardless. SP is the answer to everything and is better than DP since it came out. The limiting is telling everyone, hey guys, banned in 3 months, have fun. I personally hate consistency hits, and considering how long this deck has been around, they just need to kill it. Pretty sure a deck is fine with just one copy. Anyways, but seriously, this deck needs to go. Number 40, Gimmick Puppet. Rest in peace. I never thought I would see a Gimmick Puppet card on the ban list from a Gimmick Puppet deck. Sangan Summoning. This card had to go in one way or another. Like I mentioned before, any card that says I can't interact isn't fun. The deck will have to ensure now that the field spell doesn't get banished or destroyed. I'm happy with this hit, and I look forward to playing against Tenpai soon. Summon Limit, same idea. Cards that say you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Suck. Dragon Rulers, I didn't play while they were around, but finally, they're getting off the list in one way or another. Spiral, probably fine. Bonfire, this is expected, they just reprinted it recently. Glow Up Bulb, you know, it's fun to play, but it's not fun to play against. Amazing to resolve. World Chalice, I've never seen anyone play this in 2024. Thunder Dragon Colossus. I've personally never had an issue with this card since it can be targeted, but I can see why people are sweating a little. Predaplant, this card's fine at 3. Time Seal, I think it'd be fun to test out in any deck that can resolve it on turn 0, but boy, it's just an awful card. Overall, this list won't have an effect on the game. Yubel and Snake Eye will still be the best deck. Tenpai will be getting, a little weaker, but I think there's going to also be opportunity for voice to grow in that. Honestly, if they ban Beatrice in the next list, Fiendsmith will just be summoning the rank 6 DDD monster, so until they limit the Fiendsmith main monster, not much will change. Cards that say you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Kaiser Coliseum and Summon Limit are great additions to the ban list, but for the last year or so, people just play the next best Floodgate until it gets banned. Before, it didn't really matter when each turn was short. Now to the overall health of the game, I would honestly say poor at best. The last 6 months of sets have been garbage, and nothing really exciting is coming out anymore. The rarity collection like sets used to be so exciting, but now they're just mid. The tactical tri-decks are the most exciting products of 2024 for me. I picked up 2 of those decks, and now we can just play casual duels with them anytime, anywhere. I really hope they continue products like this in the future. For Rush Duel, they have character starter decks for most of the original main deck characters. If the OCG did something like that, I think they'd be really popular. Like imagine a My Harpy deck or a Yuma XYZ Utopia deck, or a Yuto, I think it was Phantom Knights deck. Those kinds of things would be amazing to the game, and they could even just have tournaments that only allow those deck recipes. Basically a type of Yu-Gi-Oh that everyone can play in a non-competitive setting. Future of the game for me. I've slowed down making new decks and focus on making decks that are fun and mostly immune to the ban list. The main decks I run now are Grass Eldritch as well as Trap Tricks. The Grass Eldritch is a go big or go home deck, but it has very big weaknesses like Dimension Shifter or anything that banishes the graveyard. Sometimes you can even lose to your own Grass Resolution. Trap Tricks is more flexible in that aspect, as it doesn't lose to most things except back row hate, but what I love about it is it can main deck Dimension Shifter. I love this game like everyone else, but the game does need a big shift to stay alive. My favorite recent format was when Master Rule 4 happened. No one knew what to play, and I was running Cosmo, which didn't care about the extra deck. Games didn't end right away, and there was plenty of interaction. Now, let's see what OCG Player's initial comments and reactions were to the ban list. So this one here says, why? What happened? And then, is 3 copies of Thunder Dragon Colossus okay? Here, I guess, this, I don't know why, this always happens every time a new OCG ban list comes out. You can't see the page for the first little bit, there's just too much traffic. But considering how big of a company Konami is, you'd think they would have servers that could manage this kind of traffic. Advertisement. So you know, I can't see. No Dragoon, Catapult Dragon sad face. As expected, Catapult Dragon and Kaiser Coliseum were too bad. First turn kill couldn't be forgiven. Thanks for everything up until now. Can't see the list. English comment. Catapult Dragon. I guess happy. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, it seems like there's just a lot of comments about Catapult Dragon. My just guess is there's a lot of people who aren't aware of the capabilities of Catapult. Turtle. Catapult Turtle. And it's just kind of like a fan favorite card. Like, you know, it's not anyone's top 5, but there's a lot of people that have a special place in their heart for Catapult Turtle. So a lot of people, I think, are just having a negative reaction to that Catapult Turtle. Let's see, Demon Smith. So you can make, it says here, a Link 4 with the Demon Smith cards. Gimmick Puppet on a ban list. It's that era now. Beatrice. I can't believe Gimmick Puppet. Coliseum banned. Dragoon is not coming back. Dragoon, please come back. Kaiser Coliseum. Goodbye. Catapult Turtle. Yeah, it's interesting because, you know, this list isn't that big of a thing, right? So most people aren't talking a lot about a lot of things. It's just really, oh, these cards are saying bye-bye, and when's this card coming back? The list should have been, you know, some very hard Snake Eye hits. Some very hard... I guess the Tempai one was hard enough. But maybe a Yubel or Fiendsmith hit. While they can't hit the Fiendsmith cards directly, because it just came out recently, maybe other generic Fiend cards that worked along with it. So, you know, with that being said, I hope everyone enjoyed this video essay. Let me know if this is something you'd like to see in the future. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.